Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Collin McHugh, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, thanks. What you're going to see a lot of from Collin McHugh, a lot of breaking balls. At one point, he threw more breaking balls than anybody in the league. So you're going to see a lot of curveballs. You're going to see a lot of sliders. He has a good fastball that's 89 to 92 miles an hour, has the straight changeup, but he will be exclusively a breaking ball pitcher. He'll throw his curveball and slider any time in a count, and you're going to see a lot of breaking balls in this one from Collin McHugh.
And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Roll. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Grounded to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. D-Roll, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Brandon Drury will bat next, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball just inside.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
2-0 count, the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here's Justin Smoak now.
The first baseman.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Here's Randal Grichuk. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. This year against right-handed pitching, Grichuk hits a little over the 270 mark. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 1-2. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Home half of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 2-0 Toronto. Clay Buchholz, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
So digging in now, Josh Reddick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Grichuk waits on it. 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit out towards second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Jose Altuve. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball right down the line and left. Hernandez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the 2nd inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Astros nothing. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
I think when you've been around as long as this guy has, Matt, you start to get experience on your side. One of the things he knows how to do, he misses barrels. He changes speed. He's up, down, in and out, hard, soft. He's a tough guy to get a read on, and he doesn't fall into throwing the same pitches and fall into a pattern that's easy for the opposing team to figure out.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and one strike. McHugh has been having himself quite a year so far. With a sub-3 ERA, he has pitched like one of the league's best.
Well, Matty, these are two guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-Row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 2-2 one more time. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2.
Lifted in the air out to right. Back goes Reddick. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting eight.
Alan Hansen the next to bat.
Alan Hansen.
First delivery to him on the way. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 10.
At the plate, Reese McGuire. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Has a look, now the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Brentley is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The 3-0 gets a swinging strike.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know
Batting
what
fifth.
is. I know these
The
subs have a
designated
tough
hitter.
job. I get it.
Let's
We'll see if he gets the next borderline
Diaz.
call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Now at the plate, Aledmys Diaz. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Buchholz isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Grichuk sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
1-2.
Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Another 2-2 offering, and he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's George Springer, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. To second for one. The smoke at first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Tyler White will bat next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Buchholz sets. Here it is on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Nope. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Bregman at third with 2 away. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. Brantley hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
McGuire is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A couple of walks, but no damage. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Striding in once again, Jonathan Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 61.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
He's going.
And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Still 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Guerrero is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Smoke.
Into the box, Justin Smoak. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box, Randall Grichuk. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. (2-0) to the Jays left fielder.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Hernandez is on his way home. He'll score easily as they pile on. It's now a 6-0 game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Framber Valdez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Rylan Hansen will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Astros nothing. Ready now, Robinson Chirinos. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Now the 0-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. Buchholz has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Taken, but called a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off with the Blue Jays.
So stepping in, Reese McGuire. So
Number
far,
10.
0 for 1 with a flyout.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Valdez, a 25-year-old. He's a second-year big leaguer. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike now. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
Fouled off. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Davis. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Here's the 0-1. High chopper to third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. A bouncer up the middle. Gurriel brings it in. Flip of his glove for 1 to White, and it's the pitcher's best friend, the double play. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Brandon Drury. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
with the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 6-0. Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve, who set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Grichuk moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. He drew a walk his first time up. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized punter away, stayed inside it, was able to drive it the other way.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
George Springer.
Runners at the corners here with 1 gone in the inning. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He's set, and the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And there's ball 1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Again a 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here now the 2-2. Line drive to left. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Into the box now, Tyler White, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Richard moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in now, Michael Brantley. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. He pulls this one into right. Richard is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Jays lead it 6-1. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. We were expecting a pitcher's duel today, but this one's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far.
Yeah, Dan, here's what you fall into, though. If you're going to be a finesse pitcher, you can't lead balls over the heart of the plate or they do not come back. A lot of guys stepping in the batter's box right now with a ton of confidence.
No doubt about it, D-Bro. We've seen one pitcher on point, one guy not on point, and the guy that's not been, he's having a rough go of it this afternoon.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Justin Smoke waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Justin Smoke. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable.
The right
2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom
Randall
really falls out at the
Griffith.
last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Randall Griffith. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off
All right, thanks, Heidi.
the catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. One and 1 to Chirinos. Just a tick behind for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. Davis patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Tim Mesa, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 58, Tim Mesa.
In now, Josh Reddick, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Here's a pop-up now, and he'll put this away for the second out. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch to 1-2 now. One-two pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Guerrero loves it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Ready for another shot now. Teoscar Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Count is 1-2.
And that misses 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Into the box, Alan Henson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. One out, nobody on. And that misses 2-1. This is flared out towards second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Reese McGuire. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Very high, 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, number 61.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Davis. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. And it's 1-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
1-2. Here it comes. Lays off 2-2 now. McGuire leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brandon Drury. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Astros 1. Into the box now, Jose Altuve. 0-for-2 for him to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And he takes ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. One ball, one strike to count. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
The designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Digging in once again, Aledmys Diaz. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with two men out. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you see there, that total good for second place on this Astros ball club. Standing in, George Springer. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. Ball one.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Line to the right side, but he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. One left for Houston. They're down 7-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Chris Davinsky enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Settling in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Stepping in, Justin Smoke. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk. And a ball 1-0. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. And that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Ready on 1 and 2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Guerrero is off at first with 2 away. Hard ground ball to third. On to White at first, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're on top 7-1.
7th inning stretch.
Daniel Hudson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Daniel Hudson.
Now to the plate, Tyler White comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. The 1-1 taken, strike 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's set. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit out towards second. Henson scoops it up. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Chirinos. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. So striding in, Freddie Galvis. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Alan Hansen. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Needed a good performance from their ace today, but unfortunately for them, they didn't get it.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is one of those where it was almost over before it started. You know, this is what happens when you're a controlled type pitcher. If you're not around the corners and around the knees, you start getting balls up in the strike.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bradley going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 61.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Hansen on third with 2 out. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In now, Brandon Drury as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-0. is a fastball down below the knees.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Line to the right side. Reddick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jays are out in front, 8-1. So striding forward now, Josh Reddick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Josh Reddick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoke toward third. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Ready for another chance. Yuli Gurriel. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Hernandez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 0-1 on its way. Popped up. Smoke is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Astros 1. Hector Rondon comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Hector Rondon.
Ready once again, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Number 27.
First offering on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base,
now
and that's just what they did right there.
Baseman.
Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Mode.
Into the box now, Justin Smoke. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Randall Grichuk, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. His past numbers against Hector Rondon, he's gone 3 for 8. Smoke leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Fastball just inside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Stepping in now, Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In there, and it's even at 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Toronto, and it remains an 8-1 ball game.
Ken Giles comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Now in the box, Alex Bregman starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. And that misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Davis is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
The designated hitter.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 0-1 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Grichuk moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in, George Springer. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one the count. Giles is ready. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now. Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tim Mayza gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Collin McHugh struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.